So I think today what we're going to start off with is I want to try and get maybe some gear upgrades. Ideally for helmet, gloves, and belt potentially. So we're going to pull up those, I think is the plan. Helmet I don't need to be too crazy with. I'm just gonna do this. See if there's any helmets that have ES with good mana on them. $16 exalts, but it has a terrible suffix pool. I think we'll take it, to be honest. Even with the terrible suffix pool. 370 ES. Has a bit of rarity, 140 mana. I think we're down. Yeah, it has rarity. This seems like a solid helmet upgrade if you ask me. 370 ES. I don't know what the top roll of ES is, but the percent's definitely T2. The mana can go up to 179 at least, so we're missing about 40 mana there. But I think the other stuff on that is pretty good. Can't join instance in a different dimension of hideout, I think. Well, this will not be fixing my res problem. But hopefully it will allow us, get us one step closer to swapping a CI. We're about to see some crazy X inflation. Crazy X inflation, like you think X value is going to drop a lot, or you think something else? What exactly do you think is going to happen? Yeah, that's pretty solid, I think. For a helmet, 370 with 140. So it's about a 500 mana helmet. Let's see what it does to our ES and our mana when I put this on. So our current helmet is this. It has 58 ES and 54 mana. So roughly about 100 ES or 100 mana value, flat mana value. This has like a 500 mana value. So it should be about a 400 mana gain. I think this might take us to 4k mana. Let's see. We'll probably lose a bit of ES. So we lose 700 ES. And we gain almost to 4k. So we gain 500 mana from that. Puts us about really close to 5k total. I saw Jung with CI and the effect looks really cool. Yeah, it changes the globe. Is there a way we can see your account and stuff? Yes. You can see the account via... Well, actually, no. I don't think you can, to be honest. I don't know if GG added a way to do it. Basically, I'm making YouTube videos, updates every day of my character setup and whatnot, and I posted one this morning. Day 4 video, it's on the current setup. I just separated out that because a lot of people come in and they don't realize that the Stormweaver command links to the various setups. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to start every day. I'm going to update the current setup command to have the most recent video because I think that's a little bit more obvious. And I'll put the text on screen. You see in the bottom left corner, it says current setup. So hopefully that'll be a little bit more clear for people. Because that hopefully will just be less questions, I think, is the goal. What's links to for or Spark if you have 4 links? Exclamation point, current setup. I go over all my gem links, my gear, all that stuff. Good morning, Gimmick. How you doing? So, if I want to sell back this helmet, if we're swapping out a Disdain, what is the cost of this helmet? What's the value? This helmet with a top rarity roll is worth... I think it's worth about 3x is what it looks like. It's what it's worth. Are you missing these? I managed to get 34% damage taken as mana with these in tree. That's pretty solid, but eventually I want to go CI is the thing. I'm not planning on doing those. I want to go to CI, I think. Hey Po Hunger, how you doing, man? Liquidating my curse, I bought a perfect jeweler real quick. I expect they'll go up in price and increase draw-up rate. You think for Exalts? Maybe. Because Exalts, eventually it'll catch up that people are not using them per se. What do I want to do next? I still want to fix my res. I have this helmet now. What's our character's defenses? We're over on fire by like over 30. So I think the gloves are the next thing that has to go and get changed. Is our gloves for sure. Sombre gloves. Item level 70 requires 65. Exalt listed a bit ago. We could do the essence for the guaranteed defense havocs, right, on these. How you get to the point of 3.5k mana and 4k ES? How did I get to the point of that mana number? Eldritch Battery, plus a lot of ES and mana on gear, and then Everlasting Gaze. So you get a lot of mana from your ES, and then you get back the ES with Everlasting Gaze. That's the idea. My ES recharges back so slowly. If you want to recharge faster, you have to invest into some recharge rate and stuff. Faster start recharge, recharge rate, stuff like that. These are advanced jewel gloves. These aren't too different. Hey, I'm on the Witch Hunter grenades, and I'm feeling pretty squishy in T2 maps. Would you go armor over evasion? Is that the defense I could get? Evasion I think should be pretty strong since it works on both spells and attacks, but as for making yourself tankier, I think priorities are capping res and then getting life on like every piece of gear. I don't know exactly, I haven't looked too much at that side of the tree. I don't know what all your options are, but outside of that, you're going to want to look through what you can possibly do. Chaos modifier, speed modifier, fizz modifier. Attributes guaranteed end. Oh, these are expensive. Greater Essence of Mind. Interesting.
Hello there.
You feel Pierce is needed for Spark. It's only one Pierce, and Mana Tempest gives Spark Fork. So Fork's just innately stronger. One Fork is just twice as good as one Pierce. So also I don't want to lose an entire damage link to getting one Pierce. How do you have so much mana? We get a lot of mana from Eldritch Battery. That is where we get a lot of mana from. A lot of these greater essences are pretty expensive. I do want to try the greater essence of defense though. What was that one called? Greater essence of enhancement. Upgrades a magic item to a rare item with one defense modifier. Enhancement. So essence seems like it's pretty good money, honestly. If I'm gonna have to pay 5 exalts for this. Alright, before we go slam these gloves with enhancement. Let's see what our other options are. Let's see what our other options are. Well, gamers, how we doing, Whiska? We're doing pretty good. How you doing, Whiska? The Chaos Res one is great. Is 11x. Really? That is pretty wild. I mean, these other options really aren't that good for gloves. This one's 20x, and it has... I guess theoretically this has int. This doesn't have any, like, res rolls. I mean, I could do lightning. Maybe that's the play. I'm desperate for lightning res. The thing is, the lightning one could hit flat lightning, right? Lightning modifier. I'm guessing flat lightning is a mod you can hit. It's like I can't even guarantee it's the right thing I need. How do you deal with freeze? I went CI over EB, and I just get permafroze on my maps with the charm. Well, I haven't gotten CI yet, so I mean, the answer might be dream fragments. In which case, if that's the only solution, I mean, hopefully there's other solutions because dream fragments just doesn't exist. This thing's super rare. 100x, 1 mirror. This is your one of your options you could go for, but. There's probably should be other options. I'll figure that out. We're gonna cross that bridge today, hopefully. And we'll figure it out from there. Okay, can ink gloves roll attack? They can still roll attack mods.
How can I help?
I do 5 eggs on this. Don't know if I want to do 5 eggs on it. Kind of brutal for no guarantees. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk the 5 eggs on it. That's too much to spend on something that could just low roll. What are you crafting? Oh, I'm thinking about upgrading various gear pieces. Right now we have a res problem, so I kind of want to resolve that to some extent. And so I'm thinking about what my options are to do that. Gloves are our weakest point for that specific thing. Show map just kind of being weak. I mean, maps are hard, man. It's definitely not like PoE1 where it's you show up the maps and you instantly are just one-shotting everything and it's not hard. Like, stuff definitely is quite a bit more difficult than what it was in PoE1, that's for sure. That is for dang sure. The wrong res. Oh, harvest. I do miss me some harvest. Little did I know. Majesty of harvest and what it really was, what it truly meant. What do the tiers mean? The higher number tier, the better. T1 is the lowest roll of his possible stat. Res swap, yeah, the old res swap. Okay. Say we want a pure. I can't do resistance, can I? Lightning res. Let's start here. We just need something with lightning res on it, realistically. I really just need to fix the lightning res. That's the main thing I need. There's a lot of cold. His mana. Cold res. 25x though is crazy. A lot of these are hybrid bases, which means they have bricked attribute requirements. A vendor gaze for the unique vendor. It was free. Do the buyback thing. How's Spark feel on bosses? Feels fine so far. I haven't had any issues. Feels fine so far. Really can't be using these hybrid gloves. Do this for 4x. My current gloves, it should be pretty similar to my current gloves. They come with rarity, and they will help fix my resistance issues. The main issue being is we will still have a bit of a res issue when we go to swap to the whatchamacallit belt, but that's a problem for another day. You look cute today. Thanks, Benda, I guess. Appreciate the sub. I'm playing Cast on Freeze build right now, debating on switching to Spark is why I'm asking. I mean, Cast on Freeze with Comet's just really good with that sort of thing, but I'm not sure outside of that how well it performs. I'm gonna who is this guy? Please respond to your trade. Trial the second one. No, dude. Oh no, please. Why are they always in the thing that they Do you think Stormweaver is lacking compared to Invoker? No, I think Stormweaver is better than Invoker. Also, having a few pieces of rarity, it's worth doing to get more Exalt drops and whatnot. Still available? Question mark. What's your annoying right now? It's heart stopping for crit chance, but eventually we'll swap it to something like we'll swap to like calibration, for example. Right now it's this, but that was just a cheap annoying I could afford at the time. This requires some of the more expensive essences, so I'm gonna wait on that, and eventually we'll swap over to it. Is the plan.